Hi guys, Behemoth here. It's the final video for 2021, so let's see what's in store for us in the upcoming year by the official roadmap which has been released for consoles. Here's the roadmap on your screens now, and we're going to go from left to right, starting off with the FG42. The FG42 is a selective fire 7.92 x 57mm Mauser automatic rifle produced by the Germans. This weapon was specifically used for the German airborne infantry in 1942, and these were in very limited numbers until the end of the war in 1945, with over 7,000 built. Okay, so in How I Let Loose, this weapon will be released in Update 11, with two different variants. One with an 8x scope, coming to the sniper class, and another with an automatic variant, coming for the automatic rifleman. In real life, this weapon had an option for a bipod, but right now this isn't available in-game. However, the developers have stated that this may come in a future update. The next weapon coming with an update 11 is the Winchester Model 1897, aka the Trench Gun. The Trench Gun is a pump-action shotgun with an external hammer and tube magazine, which was produced between 1897 to 1957, with over 1 million produced. The Model 1897 was also offered in many lengths, such as the 16 gauge and the 12. This shotgun will come available to you in How I Let Loose at level 3 for both the Engineer class and Assault. So if you haven't leveled up your classes yet, then get to it, soldiers. The Axis forces will be getting a brand new medium tank in the form of a Panzer IV, as seen by this screenshot. The Panzer IV saw its service in many theatres of war, with over 8,553 of all variants being built. It was originally designed for infantry support, however, as the Germans faced a huge force of the T-34 within the Eastern Front, it had more development potential, such as a larger turret ring to mount powerful guns. The Panzer IV has also been heavily teased within Update 10, especially on Stalingrad, as here we can see a burning wreckage of that very tank. I have already spoken about Update 10 as well as half-tracks in 2 other videos, so if you haven't seen these yet, then there's a link for you in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's talk about the fire update, which will include Flamethrowers and Molotovs. I'm assuming that this will be included with the Soviet Union, however I may be wrong. This will mean that trench-based warfare and even how control points are attacked and defended will potentially change how a match is won or lost. The Germans, Americans and even the British all used flamethrowers throughout World War II, as we can see from HBO's Specific and also Saving Private Ryan. More vehicles are coming to 2 existing factions, being the United States and Germany, which are revealed to be Jeeps. That will mean that the Willy MB is coming to the United States. The Willy MB had a grand total of 359,489 produced. This Jeep was the main transport for the United States Army, with President Eisenhower calling it one of the 3 decisive weapons during World War II. I think for the Germans they'll be getting the Volkswagen Kampfwagen, which isn't really considered a Jeep, however it's the closest equivalent to the Willys icon farmland. It also states on the roadmap about new personal stats. Pretty much that's going to be all your personal stats, showcasing your kills, the amount of deaths you have and also your kill death ratio. The Americans will be getting a new tank coming to their arsenal in the form of an M4 Sherman. The M4 had evolved from the M3, such as moving the 75mm gun and switching it to a full traversing central turret. When the M4 got sent into combat in North Africa in the Second Battle of El Alamein with the British in 1942, it increased the advantage of Allied armour over the Axis, and overall 49,234 versions were manufactured, excluding its prototypes. We will also be getting 2 more Eastern Front maps after Stalingrad and Kursk, and I had to think about this for a while, but the 2 conflicts which will make a ton of sense are the Battle of Berlin and potentially Leningrad. The developers are making a new system to be able to change the looks of vehicles by calling it Smart Materials. What this essentially means is that smart materials are able to help boost performance issues and also make visuals look better. Here's an example of what the Panther looks like now compared to the Soviet IS-1 coming in Update 10. I want to quickly state about parity with PC. The goal is content parity on both consoles, meaning that the updates drop at the same time and have the same content. So please do not stress, console and PC will not have crossplay with each other, as they are 2 completely different versions of the game. Night maps will be coming in 2022 for selected maps, which will include flares. I cannot wait to see what these look like visually, and whether or not the devs have picked maps already. I know I'd like to see Utah Beach and maybe Ohama Beach at night. And finally, new commando abilities will be coming to the game. I already spoke about the Kyushu strike for the Soviet Union, but for the British, a subscriber recommended me about incendiary bombing runs. But when they impact, the explosions of balls of fire that persist on the bomber track for 30 seconds, killing all that remains. No more hiding in bunkers or fortifications, just like the bombings of Dresden from the 13th of February 1945 to the 15th of February. And there we have it, that's everything we need to know content wise for 2022 so far. If you guys enjoyed this video, then why not drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of my uploads starting next year. I hope to see you all in the next video. This is Behemoth, signing off.